executive. So in 2017, Terry Crews alleged that the dude, Adam Vint, grabbed and squeezed his crotch at a party in 2016 in front of his wife. Now, of course, the dude denied the allegations, but he ended up settling out of court. Crews filed a suit and settled out of court. And when Vint denied the allegations, then Crews published the apology letter that Vint sent him. You see, that's feminine right there. You publish the apology letter? Come on, man. Come on, let's get in. Let me tell you something, man. People look at Terry Crews and they think he's a physical alpha. That's why I tell people, you can't just be a physical alpha. Just because your ass is big with muscles don't make you alpha. But if you are alpha, and then if you are alpha plus you fit big physically, that's the completion of alpha. So let's look at this though. Terry Crews says, and this story is from page 6. Terry Crews says only a few people came forward to offer their support after he spoke out about being sexually assaulted in 2017. Now see, when you hear that, you would think that's coming from a child. Or you would think that's coming from someone who's talking about they were sexually assaulted a long time ago when they were a child. Or at least when they were in their early 20s or something. Man, 2017, man, that dude 50 now. We talking, man, this dude came out when he was 48 years old, man. Talking about 48, 49 years old. Talking about, man, somebody sexually assaulted him. Now, he says, quote, to be honest with you, when it first happened, there was no support for a long time. And he said the people who surprised him the most were black women. Black men didn't want any part of it. All my support came from black women, straight up. Now, he said, goes on to say that him and his family were shocked by the lack of universal support. He said he really thought other black men would lend a helping hand. Why in the hell would you think that? No black man who's an adult male can see himself being sexually assaulted by another man. There are men who if you pull a gun on them, you still can't sexually assault them. But a bunch of men, you still can't sexually assault them. You got to shoot them. And here you are at a public party with your wife, and you talking about we didn't sympathize with you because you let some dude grope you. Nah, man, I think you only did it because the dude did it in front of your wife. Y'all have such a hot thing together, man, that he couldn't hold off. Maybe you put him on ice for a while. Maybe you've been holding back on him for a while. I don't know, holding out or something. And when he did it in front of your wife, you had to step to the plate because your wife was looking at you like, wait a minute. But she shouldn't be looking at you like that because look at the roles you play, homie. So he goes on to say a lot of guys were just like, man, you weak. You sorry. You should have hit him, knocked him out. You should have did all this stuff. Then he said black women were like, no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Of course it don't work like that for a woman. This man is viewing being grabbed by another man like a woman views being grabbed by a man. Of course a woman is not going to get physical. But this big, burly, muscle-bound dude right here, man, tell me that he viewed it like a woman? Well, no, you can't just knock him out. Come on, man, you sound crazy, man. Dudes get knocked out for much less. You mean tell me a white dude will knock a black girl out for harassing him and talking to him in a threatening tone and acting like she want to get it in? He'll knock her out. And this man done grabbed on your balls in front of your wife and you ain't going to do nothing. Come on, man. Yes, what the black man said, you weak, you sorry, you should have hit him, knocked him out, you should have did all this stuff. They right, homie. And the fact that you didn't is the reason why we don't support your ass. You don't deserve no support from us, homie. You don't deserve our support. Support for what? How the hell are we going to support you? You a sucker, man. You a beta male simp mangina. I wish I would support a man telling me that, well, that white man over there, he done grabbed my crotch and I started to do something, but I'ma tell. I'm telling. That's how he sound, man. Ooh, I'm tell on you. Oh, man, nobody will hear that from you, dude. You're a grown man. Man, it's supposed to get physical. First of all, to be perfectly honest with you, there's something to be said about the fact that out of all the men in the room, this white dude chooses to come grab your crotch. You probably the biggest, burliest black dude in there, and he decided that he gonna come grab your crotch. Your crotch. Why you, Terry Crews? Why is the man gonna come grab your crotch out of all the crotches to grab in there? Why did he feel like it was okay? Why did he feel like it was such a non-threatening gesture that he didn't even have to worry about you knocking him out? Tell me why that is. I can't imagine me being nowhere by myself, let alone with my woman, and some dude, any dude, walk up to me and even say, damn, you look good. To me or her, while we both standing there. So how does this man walk up to you, grab your wood right in front of your wife, and you say, I'm tell on you. I'm tell on you. Come on, man. Come on. We didn't support you. Hell no, we ain't support you. You ain't deserve no support for that. Of course, black women supported you. They finally think that they have a man who understands what they go through. Hell, the dude denied it, man. You probably lying. Just be honest with you. I just can't imagine a dude who would let that happen. Darkside John was good, homie. Hollywood Hawkins in the building, man, working the wrench. What up, Wood? DeRay Vicious is in the building, man. Man, let me tell you something. That shit right there borderlines on, you know what I'm saying, there being some slow singing and flower bringing, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit, somebody, man, listen, somebody was gonna get whooped out their shoes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was just, think about this, bro. Think about this. Even before you think about it, why was your initial reaction just reflex to cut the hell up? My reflexes would have made me knock him the hell out. Just reflexes. Just off top, just offending my space like that. You see, the only reason you don't get offended when someone's in your space like that is if you're used to it. You're either used to people being in your space like that regularly, it's a regular part of your life, or you and that person have something going on that other people don't know about. You see what I'm saying? So, and another thing you have to understand, let's look at it from a spiritual perspective. We weren't, no energy was evoked in us to support you on that. If the Most High had wanted us to support you, his spirit would have invoked our spirit to support you. But it wasn't. The thing that you're talking about is not a manly thing. It is not a masculine thing. Dude, I saw the dude on CT Fletcher channel. Man, dude, he be curling 135, man. He just pick up the bar. He pick up the bar and curl with 135, 245s on the flat bar, on the straight bar. He curls that. You mean tell me, man, you curl that, man, and you can't twist that dude's arm, man. You can't crush his wrist. You can't do something, bend his finger back. That same hand, man, you should have shook it. You should have grabbed his hand like you was going to shake it and crush the fingers in it. You see what I'm saying? You didn't do anything. We can't support you as a victim of sexual assault as a grown-ass man that's about 6'4", weigh about 250, 260, and look like you've been working out every day of your life. We can't support you, Damon. You are not in prison anymore. I am a boy, Damon. See what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about a man who has perennially played gay roles. He's done feminine things. He's dressed in drag. He's around a group of white boys dressed in suits, laughing at him because he's got his damn shirt off with some suit pants on with a damn bra on. See, it's not just that act, Terry. It's the fact that though you be on funny movies, I ain't never heard nobody just bust out laughing at Damon role. Never heard nobody just bust out laughing at Damon role. Ever. So I'm telling you, man, the problem is that we don't respect you, period. Like, you don't get respect. Yeah, you play those roles, but you don't get respect. And so we cannot value anything that you say or anything that you do because we don't respect you. And when you say that man grabbed me and I didn't do anything, you sound like a chick. That's why black women support you, because you sound like them. They can recall a time where they said that, or their friend told them that. Terry Crews, my brother, you do not deserve our support, man. You simply can't get it. Will be from the D is in the building. NYC Vob 88 was good, bro. Good to see you in the building, man. Chibella Moore is in the building. Chowbella Moore is in the building. Now, Alexander, what's good, Alex? Andre Drake is in the building. What up, Drake? No doubt, man. That dude played linebacker in NFL. And now his ass, man, think about this, brothers. He wants to be a part of the MeToo movement. Think about all the men who are a part of the MeToo movement on the other side. Bill Cosby is on the other side of the MeToo movement. Harvey Weinstein, even though I can't remember the chick name, but she just dropped her charges. She's a pretty popular chick too. Dropped her charges against Harvey Weinstein. Dropped her claims, her charges. But he's on the other side of it. Russell Simmons is on the other side of it. There's a couple of other guys on the other side of it. Shit seems like there's a new one coming out every week that's on the other side of it. And you want to be the one sucker, the one beta male simp mangina who wants to claim the Me Too movement on the female side? Man, think about this. What man wants that type of sympathy from other grown-ass men? See, I'm going to tell you what it sounds like to me, man. And this is just me trying to piece things together. I don't have any facts on this. But it sounds to me like this fellow, based on the roles he's willing to play and how he embodies those roles and embellishes those characters, he seems like a man who was molested as a child, never got a chance to tell anybody, still hadn't told anybody, and now he gets a chance to live that vicariously through his adult, his childhood version of himself gets to tell someone vicariously through his adult version of himself. But the only problem is this shit don't work like that. You can't be a grown man, 48, 49 years old, former NFL linebacker, who can play pretty much. I mean, like when it comes to that role, there's you and Debo. Like you're like a gay Debo in your movie roles. Because even though that role you played, Damon, those boys were still afraid of you. You understand what I'm saying? No boy didn't want no static with you. So the bottom line is this. You still triple OG, but now you want me to say, oh man, that's so bad, man, that he took advantage of you like that. You know, he walked up to you in a public place and grabbed you and fondled you and molested you right in front of your wife, and something bad should happen to him because of that, because there was nothing you could do to defend yourself. You couldn't knock him out. You couldn't say nothing. You couldn't say, hey man, what the hell you doing, and twist his arm, man. You couldn't break his back. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't kick him in the chest like Bruce Lee. There was nothing you could do, Damon, because you're just a child, Terry Crews. You're a child and you were taken advantage of by an adult. It's a damn shame. Now, I'll tell you another thing that's funny. That he wants to bring this up about black men at a time where black men are fairly supportive of R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? None of us are saying anything he did is right. But we're all saying we all have our skeletons in our closet. We all have things that we've done. We all have our sins. We all have our wrongdoings. Terry Crews is jealous because we seem to give R. Kelly more support when he's accused of things than we gave him when he was accusing someone of things. You see what I'm saying? He feels like if R. Kelly's going to get any support from us at all, then Terry Crews should have gotten a boatload of support. But say what you may, R. Kelly is being viewed as a man who made some bad decisions, who did some things that shouldn't have been done, supposedly. Terry Crews is acting like a woman who had something done to him, who was taken advantage of. Terry Crews is putting himself in the same boat as the girls that R. Kelly supposedly took advantage of. See what I'm saying? He feels some kind of way. He says, how can you support R. Kelly? If you're supporting him, then you're supporting Adam Vint. You're supporting the man who did it to me. He's telling us that what R. Kelly supposedly did to those girls is what Adam Vint did to him. He wants his victory party, man. Now I'm going to ask you guys, why in the hell ain't you supporting him, man? Why the hell ain't y'all supporting Terry Crews, man? DJ Gold, the AK Goldmouth, was in the building. What up, homie? Punchline Jones. What up, Punch? We should be supporting that man. But he was taken advantage of. Like an underage girl. And he has his own R. Kelly to deal with. Mr. Barlow is in the building. Now, I say this also. This is all, and it's funny, man. I just did this live stream last night about why black men and black women won't ever be what we were. This is another reason. There are too many black men who are willing to be used to further the agenda of this system. Terry Crews is being used to further the gay Hollywood agenda. He's also being used to forward and perpetuate the division of genders with black men and black women. OB, what's good? Homie, good to see you in the building. And the bottom line is, hey man, if something's done to a black man, if a black man is wrongly accused, something that's out of his power, if you're wrongly accused of something, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and catch a bullet, if you do time for a crime you didn't commit, those are things that you can't affect. If you have a child with a woman and find out the child isn't yours, those are things you can't affect. Those are things that were done to you. Someone took advantage of you. You didn't know any better. You couldn't tell. Nothing you could do. But in a scenario where a man comes and gropes you, homie, in front of your wife, at a party, and obviously it wasn't one of those types of parties, because if it was one of those types of parties, his ass would have had to his wife probably wouldn't have been there if she wasn't with it. So you want me to look at you and say, man, even though you've been playing all these roles, even though you let yourself be typecast as a gay man in Hollywood, and when you ain't doing gay stuff, you're doing questionable stuff anyway. Why would I support you, man, being a victim when it looks to me like you want to be in the role that you're in? When you present yourself in a feminine nature, then men who like feminine men are going to approach you. So maybe that's why he approached you, Terry, because you always present yourself as a feminine man. You always present yourself in photos riding on a horse behind another queer-looking dude with just some shorts on. You always present yourself as Damon. You are chasing a man down, going in the bathroom, trying to have sexual encounters with him. You always present yourself as a man who's willing to dress in drag for a commercial, not even a major movie role, man. We're not talking about your breakout role and they paid you $15 million to play the role. Dude, you did this for a commercial, man. A commercial. So maybe that fact would lead this man to believe that you're approachable like that. It's the same thing we say. Hey, man, every man should keep his hand to himself. But if women start to walk around nude, it's going to create some arousal. And some men are going to do things that they shouldn't do. because that arousal is created. And it seems to me that's what you've done. Here you are, this big black feminine dude, and maybe Adam Vent was looking for a big black feminine muscle bound dude. And you fit the bill, bro. Because I don't care what nobody says about Terry Crews, man. Terry Crews is one of the most effeminate dudes in Hollywood, man. You know what I'm saying? He has the prototypical, listen, he's got the goatee, bald black guy, muscular, and he's soft as baby boo-boo, man. He is soft as baby boo-boo. Always skinning and grinning and cheesing and doing all that, man. Let me tell you something, bro. That's the reality of it, man. Let's see what we got in the building, man. A few people just rolled up in. Walter Robinson, what's good, bro? Nefari Kubois, what's good, bro? Raiders 48 Gates, what up, homie? Stephen Malaysia, what's good, bro? Good to see you in the building. Ryan James, what's good? Yeah, man, he could have just flipped it on, man. He didn't do anything. You know what, bro? Let's look at this real talk. Why would any man not? Why does a man not respond? How can a man not respond to that? Like, what goes on in a man's mind where he is not automatically not offended but detested by, but he should be, totally flabbergasted. There should be no level of calm left in him when a man walks up to him and just, grab him in the man parts, man. He just grabbed him in the man parts, and it was cool with him. He took it on the chin, and he dealt with it. And then he came out and filed a sexual assault lawsuit. Think about that, bro. What man do you know who has been in a situation where he felt like he needed to file a sexual assault against another man? When have you ever been in a situation where a man has come up to you and grabbed you like that, man? Come up and grab you in a hug. Come up and kiss you. Come up and grab your hand. Come up and did you like, let me tell you what, man. What that man probably did, he walked up to Terry Crews and said, my name Jangling, Jangling. Your hand's real nice, supple, like a lady. And that's the way the man viewed him. He viewed him like a lady, man. Viewed him like a lady. How can you as a man put on a bra and turn your pec muscles into boobs for fun? For fun. How can you as a man dress up in full drag, rollers in your hair, makeup and everything for fun, man? Or for a little bit of commercial money? How come the Allstate man they did, all you ever see is him say, are you in good hands? He'll never do nothing lame. He'll never do nothing queer. Think about all the other actors there are. How many of them dressed up in drag in a commercial? Look at all the other stars from Friday. I ain't never seen Cube in drag. I ain't never seen Mike Epps in drag. Hell, I ain't never seen Cat Williams in drag. Hell, Cat Williams might be the realest out the bunch. So when you point at a dude and you realize that there aren't many who have all out been willing to play these roles. Kevin Hart, he's been in drag before. Saw him in drag. Eddie Murphy, Eddie Murphy loves to play drag. He plays himself, he plays his mother, he plays his grandmother, he loves to be in drag. He does it all the time. Richard Pryor was in drag shortly before he got strung out on drugs. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand there are men who do this because they make the decision and say, hey man, this is my career. I need this career. I'm going to do this. And it drives them crazy. And then there are men like Cat Williams who say, oh hell no, I'm not going to do that. And then the industry tries to drive them crazy. And you got men like Dave Chappelle who say, oh, hell no, I'm not going to do that. And the industry tries to make them look like they're crazy. And then you have the man like Terry Crews who does it and loves it because he does it over and over again. I saw Kevin Hart in drag once. I've seen Terry Crews in drag quite a few times. Full drag, partial drag, playing gay roles. Seeing Will Smith play a gay role once. There was some questionable activity between him and James Avery on him and Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They kissed on the lips a couple times on a couple of episodes, but as far as playing a role, that is your role in the movie. I only seen it there once. 6 degrees of separation. But Terry Crews is typecast as a gay dude, as a drag queen. How in the hell can you present yourself as a man who likes other men all the time and then want sympathy from us because a man touches you? Hey man, you like men. Don't try to confuse us with your foolishness. That man touched you because you like men and he knows it. Hell, we all know it. Only one who seems like you don't know it is your wife. Raiders 48 Gates, I appreciate the super chat, bro. Terrell Muse is in the building. Yeah, Will had that dress in the Wild Wild West. But his role, he did have on the dress. Granted, he did have on a dress, but that wasn't his role. You know what I'm saying? This dude plays roles where his entire role is a Swisher Sweet. Listen, man, you can't bounce back in our eyes. In the eyes of black men, you cannot bounce back after you play a full role. A full role. Where not only are you gay, but you try to have sex with another man in the movie, in the role. And you embody the role, and it looks realistically like you want to do something to Money Mike, man. And then, hey, that would have been cool if that would have been your only time. And then you come out of dress and drag for an Old Spice commercial. And then you put on another Old Spice commercial where, man, let me tell you something. In this Old Spice picture right here, tell me why in the hell it's the other dude. Now the Old Spice dude always have his, he this is how he looks all the time. Why in the hell is Terry Crews on the back of the horse with him with nothing but some shorts on? With that dude looking like that, with his shirt off and the sweater tied around him. Now tell me they don't look like a gay couple. Even if they're not, they look like it. And since television is about perception, and trying to make people perceive a certain idea about a certain character or a certain image, you have done so well. You have done so well. We are convinced. You have convinced us, Terry Crews. We believe you. We believe that you like other men. So when a man grabs you, forgive us if we do not consider that assault on you. We do not consider it that way. That is why we didn't sympathize with you. Black women will always find a chance to do something about join, to have a man join their ranks. And here you are joining their ranks. But I tell you something, Mr. Terry Crews, what you have done now is totally ostracize yourself from our ranks. As if you hadn't done a great job of it already, now you can be prepared to never get any support from us. You won't get no support for no movies. You won't get no support for nothing else you do. That's it for you, homie. You gonna put us out there on Front Street when you the one out there making a fool out of yourself? You the one out there, man, doing all these dumb things. Look at that picture right there, man. Look at that white boy laughing at the man in that thumbnail. I'm talking about they laughing super hard. Because, listen, he got his shirt on in his hand. That fool wore that bra to that place, man. He came in there with a bra on. So don't be a cross-dresser and then expect sympathy from us. Come out. If you come out and let us know that you feminine like that, own up to who you are, man. If you feminine like that and you view yourself as a woman, and you view yourself as I'm every woman. If you every woman, go ahead and do that, man. Then maybe we'll sympathize with you because we understand that you view yourself as a woman, but don't come out like you a man and then talking about other men then support you. Nigga, you came to a function, a Hollywood function, with a bra on up under your shirt, homie. Because I know like hell you ain't just put it on right there. Man, you came in there with a bra on. That dude probably saw this. There probably other dudes in Hollywood, man, that want to grope you. I ain't never seen nothing like this, man. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I didn't have the audacity, man, to come at us. Black men didn't support. I thought more black men would have supported me. Supported you in what way, bro? Come out and, man, you know how fucking weak that would make us look? You know how weak we'll look to come out and support a man that says a white man sexually assaulted him? All of us in a big kumbaya group? Man, that'll make us all look weak. We'll all look like beta male simp manginas. That'll show the whole world that we as a group are chumps, are punks, are swisher sweets. Because we come out as a group. That will be the equivalent of all of us saying we are so oppressed in this society that the white man can force himself on us sexually. I can't even imagine the concept of thinking that. But this fool says something's wrong with us because we didn't put our whole race, our whole group as black men, put our whole group on the line as dudes who can be molested and assaulted by white dudes in public in front of our wives. Terry Crews, your ass is excommunicated from the ranks of black men in this society. We do not have any love for you. We will not support you. You are no longer one of us. What you are now is a black woman. So go ahead over there and join the ranks, Mr. MeToo. They love you over there. We don't over here. Any man who ever demands or expects us to give up our manhood because he has given up his is a detriment to us as a group. We have no business supporting a man like Terry Crews anymore. We have no business sympathizing with the plight of a man like Terry Crews anymore. Because we live in a society that is already attacking masculinity at all corners. And it is attacking our masculinity more than any others. How many white dudes do you see walk around in skinny jeans and skirts with piercings all in their lips and in their nipples and all that? How many white dudes do you see kissing their artist in the mouth in public? Tell me that's how we do around here. How many white dudes do you see dressing in full dresses on a damn album cover? Sam Smith is openly gay. The nigga got on a suit on his album cover. Why is Young Thug in a full damn Mary Poppins dress? Our masculinity is already under attack as black men. But they're using the young dudes, the Young Thugs, and the Lil Uzi Verts, and the Lil Waynes, and we're going to talk about Wayne too. Did you see that shit that boy had on, man, when he did that halftime show with Imagine Dragons, man, or the national championship game? That boy looked like a bag lady. He had on pink leather pants. He had on some fur thigh-high boots. Man, what man you know wear thigh-high boots? That nigga knees was inside his boots, man. His knees was inside his boots. His hair was all colorful, like the little kid, with the big teeth, the 6'9" kid. And he had on a old lady fur coat, man. That boy was in there looking like some little chick. He was in there looking like a small version of Young Thug. But when you, as a grown man, damn near 50, allow them to use you to perpetuate and call us out about our level of masculinity, we're too masculine. Pretty much what he's saying is we should be more like women. Women supported him because women are effeminate and they can identify. He's saying he expected us to be that way. You know why he expected us to be that way? Because he thought more of us are emasculated. He was assuming, things like this are test gauges that they use to gauge our pulse, to gauge our temperature. So if as many of us, if half of us would have came out and supported Terry Crews, they would have known that their gay agenda is working. But when we didn't, and Terry Crews had to say, no black men supported me, they understand they got to go back to the drawing board. So all the Young Thugs in dresses, all the Lil Uzi Verse, all the Kanye's in skirts, no matter what you see, no matter what you say, Lil Wayne looking like a bag lady, none of that has flipped us. The grown men of us are still holding fast to our masculinity. And Terry Crews has said we shouldn't do that. Boss Life Channel was good. The Humble Lamar Hudnall is in the building. The Toxic Crusades was good. Chris Ridley, what up, Riz? Emery Murphy was good. Cadillac Jake Just. And this is the reality of it, man. It's when we look at it, man, and say that even worse than him calling us out is the fact that we're in a society where a black man can be put up to doing anything. You know what I'm saying? A black man can be put up to doing anything. And that's why I say we must avoid the beta male simp mangina. He does not deserve to be in our presence. He does not deserve to be a part of our crew. He does not deserve to be a part of our team. So Terry, you may be a Crews, but you are no longer a part of the crew, homie. We must defend ourselves as men, especially as black men. And I'm not going to say so-called black men anymore. I'm not going to say the man who is called black man. I'm not going to use terms like melanated. I'm not going to use any of that. We identify with black man. If we call ourselves melanated, we still in the same damn position in this society. If we call ourselves so-called black men, we still in the same position in this society. If we call ourselves Negroes or niggas, we still in the same position in this society. If we call ourselves nobodies, we still in the same position in this society. If we call ourselves everybody's, no matter what we call ourselves what we identify with. The last thing we need to be doing right now is trying to figure out some fucking word to call ourselves, because we've been called enough words already. And us changing what we call ourselves is not going to benefit our upward trajectory at all. So I say black men because we've always called ourselves black men and we know what black men means. If anybody else want to say so-called, or they want to say melanated, or they want to say carbon, whatever they want to say, man, I ain't got time to be trying to play no damn word games. I got a mission to do here, man. I got things to do. And that's the reality of it. And man, you look at the white boy right there, man. Man, they laughing hard as hell. I'm talking about because they had no idea this dude just done pulled off his shirt and he got a damn a cheetah print bra on up under his shirt, man. A cheetah print bra on, man. You know what Walter Robinson? He is. The man shall not wear that which pertains to the woman, and the woman shall not wear that which pertains to the man. He is all types of going against the Most High. Now look up at that other picture up there where he's in the suit and on one side, and on the other side, he got on, he was dressed in drag in that commercial. This dude got on full drag. He's sitting up there dressed in drag. He dressed like a woman, man. He got makeup on and everything. The boy got foundation on his face, man. He got a wig on with rollers in it. He got on a house coat and a gown. And man, let me tell you something, man. That boy there, he is banished, man. He should no longer get our support. Like King Shooter said, man, he that boy is banished. He should never get our support. Toxic Crusade say, Book, I left to watch that Lil Wayne. I'm mad. I can't get that image out of my head. Man, listen, bro. When he came out, because, of course, I watched it. I watched the first half of the game, man. Once they came out in the third quarter and Clemson scored again, man, I was like, man, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't that Clemson scored again. It's when Nick is pretty good about changing the body language of his team. But when you used to being a bully on the block and then somebody punch your ass in the mouth, you can't be the bully again for a little while. Like, you just got punched in the mouth. All the confidence and bravado you had as the bully is gone. If all you know how to be is a bully and you get punched in the mouth and now you the underdog, you don't know how to come back as the bully because the bully ain't never been the underdog. But I thought Nick, if one coach in the country could change his team's perception of themselves at halftime, it's Nick. But Nick never had to do that from being down to a team that was better. Once I saw that their body language hadn't changed much, I was like, man, they've accepted their defeat. So I watched it to the third quarter. And then, man, when the halftime show came on, man, I said, man, you know what? I was going back and forth. And then I stopped. And when Wayne came out, I said, hold up, man. I thought they said Wayne was coming out. I said, that Wayne? Wait a minute, is that? No, that ain't Wayne with no fucking leather hot pink pants on with some thigh-high fur boots on and an old lady fur coat with all them colors in his hair, man. That ain't Wayne. Sure enough, it was Wayne, man. Looking like a female crackhead, man. That boy was looking like a female crackhead bag lady, man. But you know what? Sacrifices and compromises have to be made when you make strides. Why is this all of a sudden taking place? The first real big public appearance he has after he get his money and get his release from Cash Money, where he could do his thing with his label. You see, somebody stepped in and he had to continue to toe the line. He had to continue to toe the line. So now he has to be willing at his seasoned age to be used in the same way that those young cats are used. And that is to further perpetuate the masculinization of the black man. And that is what he's doing. And that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, man. I mean, I won't say I couldn't believe it, but I was shocked that it was so over the top. Like Wayne had already gone into the but he had already started wearing leggings. You know what I'm saying? He had already started wearing leggings. So it's not that far-fetched, but man, this was really an attempt to look like a little female, man. It really did, man. And I was like, damn, bro. That's crazy, man. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, when you look at that, man, you got Dolph Lundgren, who played that big Russian in Rocky V, that big invincible Russian who said, I must break you. And then you got Stallone sitting right there. Stallone was Rocky, so you got Rocky and the big Russian sitting right there. And then you got Jason Statham. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, there ain't too many Jason Statham movies that come out that I don't watch. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I don't go to the movies and say, I may. I just don't ever have time to do that. But I watch them. You know what I'm saying? I think his movies be cold, man. But all those three guys right there represent the epitome of masculinity amongst white men. All of those men have always played super masculine roles. Listen, even in the Creed movie with Michael B. Whatever that boy name, Michael B. Jordan. When Rocky was old and had cancer, he was about to say, man, damn that chemo. I'm just going to fight this shit. I'm going to take it on. I'm going to kick cancer ass without chemo. That's a masculine mindset. That's a fighter's. Yo, all right, we back. I fell out for a minute, man. The stream died on me for a minute, man. Let me close out some windows. Black men to society at large, because them motherfuckers don't know us. The Terry Cruzes of the world, the Will Smiths of the world, those are the guys the puff daddies of the world. Those are the guys who represent black manliness to the rest of society. So the rest of the world sees those guys. They don't see us. And it's just like anywhere else. When we see women from Africa, or let's say we see women from Kenya, we assume women from Kenya are like that. When we see women from Nigeria, we assume women from Nigeria are like that. When we hear about women from Ghana and Nigeria being some straight up scam artists, we just assume they're all like that. And that's the same thing they assume about us. They assume that we're all like Diddy. They assume that we're all like Terry Crews. They assume that we're all of the things that they see perpetuated by mass media. And now social media. Reborn African is in the building. So this is the position we're in, man. And I just have to say, man, that, we're fighting an uphill battle, man. And we have to be prepared to exile, excommunicate, banish any man who attempts to attack us, whether covertly or right out in the damn open in our face. And what Terry Crews is doing is trying to attack us covertly. He's in so many words, what he's saying with his exclamation, with his declaration that black women supported him and black men didn't when he came out with his sexual assault claim, when he claimed his MeToo moment. He's saying that not only are black women more considerate than black men, black women are stronger than black men. And he's saying that if black men were really strong, they would have been more like black women and supported him. So his idea of strength is not masculinity. His idea of strength is femininity with a physical dash of masculinity. I just wanted to chop it up about that, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all in here too long, man. Got a premiere coming on tonight, man. What the fuck is an alpha male? Y'all be looking for that. Hey, I'm premiering a new song tonight as well, man. So y'all be looking for that. Of course, the blue hair joint is gonna always play, but I'm premiering a new song tonight after the blue hair joint. So be there on time, man, so you can get there, man. I'm gonna put the premiere on at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, man. The premiere is coming on at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, that's what he said, man. That's what he was saying, John. I thought it was all love, bro. Hey, man, it is all love when you on your masculine mind frame. When you acute, man, when you file a lawsuit against another man for grabbing you, when you that big, when you any man, it should turn to a fight even if you can't beat a man. It should turn into something. Hell, we ain't know nothing about it till this fool file man, we should have heard about Terry Crews going in on a Hollywood executive, choking him out. But he's probably already sworn to play his part, man. And he just had to do something. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Michael Jai White, he is not promoted by Hollywood like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what, man? The thing is, a lot of people that you see who aren't promoted by Hollywood are really making all the money. Because when you see these guys in movies, man, they dump their own money into it. Or they get a small group to dump money into it, and then all the profit is theirs. They don't have to worry about Hollywood dipping into the profit. Yeah, man. Had to be the black guy to be the B.I.B.I. Yo, we're going to talk about Lee Daniels too, man. You know, man, listen, man. Here's what we're going to do, man. Moving forward, we're going to talk about some things that affect us as black men outside of just relationships with women. Because relationship with women The more alpha you become, relationships with women are not a thorn in your side anymore. They're not something that bothers you. You know, they're not something. As long as you don't put your seed in one of these chicks, man, you good. You put your seed in one of them, then that changes the game because it makes her a long-term staple in your life. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just drop a chick once you put your seed in her. But as long as you don't put your seed in one of these chicks, man, relationships are easy the more alpha you become. You understand? And I don't mean the more alpha you become as far as, putting yourself in a position where you present what they like. I mean the more alpha you become internally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Physically. Like the more alpha you become as a man, everything that you can affect on yourself as a man. Listen, I'll tell you what alpha is. Everything that you can affect if you were on a deserted island by yourself. Those are the things that make you alpha. Making money don't make you alpha. Tyler Perry got plenty of money. Shitload of money. Boy worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Is Tyler Perry alpha? You know what I'm saying? The dude dressed in drag in all his movies, man. He has to live vicariously through a female character in his movies. In order to keep from giving in to his urge to live a homosexual lifestyle. So that doesn't make you that way. Being physically huge, obviously that don't make you alpha. Look at Terry Crews. We're talking about this big huge joker, man. He around here talking about, man, he filed sexual assault because a man grabbed him. He felt victimized. Women identified with him and supported him more. He was mad because men didn't support him. So everything that you can affect on a desert island. And when we talk about physical, when we talk about fitness and wealth and healthness, we're not talking about wealth, health, and wellness. We're not talking about being the biggest man. We're talking about being the most functionally fit man. You see what I'm saying? If you're bigger than me and we get into a fight and I can fight for 30 minutes straight and you can only fight for 3, guess what's going to happen? As long as I don't let your big ass grab me in about 3 minutes and 3 seconds, I'm finna put hands on you and whip you to sleep. Because you ain't gonna have no more stamina left. So I mean everything you can affect on yourself on a deserted island by yourself. Those are the things that make you alpha. So y'all tune in tonight, man, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're gonna get into that. It's gonna be entitled WTF is an Alpha Male. Y'all check it out. Again, I'll be premiering new music, man. So y'all be there, man. Y'all be there. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been real in the field. Been real in, we're gonna talk about that fruit of superhero, man. Like it's turning into, man. Then they got this new Marvel movie, man, with this another female hero, man, who's supposed to listen, man. I saw the trailer, man. They got her with Iron Man. They didn't give her Iron Man powers, like times 50. Gave her a couple of other people powers. Like they've made this super duper hero and made her female. Man, no man should support that. Just like, man, listen. I'm telling men now, don't go support this movie. This movie is about pushing that women are stronger than men agenda. No man should support it. No man should have supported Wonder Woman. So when Wonder Woman Part 2 comes out, you already know what Wonder Woman is about. You shouldn't support it. The same way women don't support things that promote masculinity, we should not promote things that the same way women don't support things that promote patriarchy, we should not support things that promote matriarchy. We should not support that. We don't agree with matriarchy. Why are we supporting it? We have to man up and stop doing things that are detrimental to our own lives, man. All right, Jay Bex, what's good, bro? I agree 100. That's real talk. Mr. Real Talk is in the building. What up, bro? No doubt, man, he need to just come on out, man, instead of calling us out to my, well, he crying, man. Man, why you this, man? Why? Not literally crying, but doing some crybaby shit. Man, why y'all didn't support me, man? If the black women came out and support me, me and my family we were upset. Nah, you were upset. Oh yeah, no doubt, Cortez. Listen, they're going to support it because it empowers them. False empowerment, let me tell you something. For women, false empowerment is the second best thing to real empowerment. They'll take false empowerment any day. Hell, they'll actually take false empowerment over real empowerment because you ain't got to work for false empowerment. And that's the reality of it, man. Yeah, I ain't seen that female Ghostbuster movies, man. Man, I ain't messing with none of that, bro. I ain't messing with none of that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This ain't listen, man. This ain't it. The same way they gave the Madea character, man, millions of dollars. Black women made, man. Listen, man. Black women made Tyler Perry. They made him. So, homies, I appreciate it, man. Let's get on out of here, man, because I still got to load this. I still got to upload this premiere. So, like I said, man, the premiere will be on 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been real. Avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Homies, peace.